Welcome to Beyond the Box, where we unpack the world of packing, shipping, printing, and more. Whether you're shipping for business or sending a care package, we are here to help you do it with purpose and precision. So let's get right into it, because there's always more beyond the box. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. And this week, we are here with Jim and Adam once again. I'm Michelle, your host, and we are going to talk about declared value, what you need to know. Adam, can you explain about the automatic coverage?
So UPS and FedEx packages come automatically with a standard $100 coverage. So when we ask you what the value is, if it's less than 100, you can just tell us less than 100. If it's more than that, it's usually in increments of 100. So if you have $150, it's just going to be at 200. It's all rated the same. So whether you put $101 or $199, the coverage amount is the same. So we usually go up to that next increment just to make sure that you can add in the shipping costs, packaging costs, anything like that. Or if you forget that you paid an extra $20 or what have you, that'll be on there as well.
Awesome. Jim, can you tell us what declared value actually is?
Oh, that is one of the hardest questions that we always get, because everybody goes, "Oh, I want insurance," but the carriers don't sell insurance. They use a program. It's called declared value, and you can declare the value for whatever you want. Okay, my watch is worth $30,000. Hopefully, if you do that in the store, the staff is going to ask you to provide proof at the time. But the big difference is when declared value becomes a claim, you have to provide proof of that value, and it has to be from a certified third party. So that could be an appraisal from an antique dealer if you have like an antique lamp, or if you're looking at that watch, it could be from a jeweler, or it could be the receipt if it's a recent purchase that shows it. Also, you're going to want to make sure in that type of a high value type of thing that you show the staff what's in the box. There's been plenty of claims that have been denied because the recipient goes, "I got a brick. I didn't get the piece that I ordered." So UPS obviously isn't going to pay for a brick.
Right.
So declared value is a sticky situation that we work really hard to try and protect, again, our customers from getting stuck in the web of UPS and FedEx on not getting reimbursed for their items because of that. Mm-hmm. And some big things, remember, you're not insuring it. You're declaring a value that we then have to work diligently to provide proper proof to get reimbursements for. So
that's a great explanation. Right. And what does it not cover, Jim?
Declared value? What doesn't it cover? I mean, there are certain items that are going to be much harder to cover, like coins, money. You shouldn't be shipping those anyways. Those are two that stand out for me. Adam, a couple other examples for things that declared value will not cover. Ashes,
yeah. Checks and gift cards are a big one.
Yeah.
If you write a check out for $10,000 and then you ship it, your shipment's not worth $10,000. It's worth about $30,000. Because that's what most banks will charge you to stop that check,
right,
and reissue it. So it's not the value. Same thing with gift cards. Gift cards actually are a big one too. We've actually learned just recently that a lot of places that issue gift cards will not reissue that gift card if it's lost or stolen, even with an original receipt. Walmart is a good example. Will not replace a gift card. So if you buy a $500 gift card, you ship it, it gets lost, you are SOL.
Yeah, you've lost $500 faster than going to the casino.
Right. And that's one of the reasons we ask those questions about what's inside, especially when we see things like greeting cards. We'll ask, are there any cash, checks, or gift cards inside? Cash, yes. Okay, you can't ship cash. It's illegal. It's a check. Okay, cool. Do you have a copy of it, or the number, so that if it does get lost and you need to stop it,
right,
you can. You have the information you need. Perfect. You're all set. Gift cards. Hey, just so you know, if it's like a $20 gift card, most of the time people are like, if it gets lost, it gets lost.
Right.
If it's one of those higher ones, $100, $300, $500, we'll tell them, hey, just so you know, this is not coverable, period. And a lot of places will not reissue it. So, you might want to think about just writing out a check instead. It's a lot safer that way.
Yep.
Obviously it's a kind of a different experience to get a gift card than it is to get a check, but to most people,
Right.
money's money.
Well, the same thing holds true, believe it or not, for like a stock certificate.
Mhm.
You may have an original UPS Class A share stock that's worth, tens of thousands of dollars.
Yep.
It's worth the paper it's printed on.
Right.
The same thing used to hold true, and this is going to show how old I am, when people would send Microsoft on floppy disks, and they would spend, hundreds of dollars to buy it at the store and then ship it to somebody. UPS is like, yeah, we're only reimbursing you for the floppy disk of, $1 each, not the $300 for the program. So,
Gotcha.
that fortunately is long gone. You can just download it, but those were hurdles I went through. So it has changed over the years.
Another one that sticks out for not coverable is perishable foods. If you're shipping, a lot of people near us will take frozen pizzas from, Carmine's?
Well, Carmine's, Modern, a lot of the different pizza places in the Haven, they'll do that.
Okay.
And I mean, we had a customer that shipped fresh tripe,
Oh, wow.
and unfortunately it got delayed. And by the time it got there, it was definitely not fresh. And the carrier would give nothing for it.
Right.
So,
Not coverable.
And what is the importance of proper packing when it comes to declared value?
It's a pretty simple answer is that if you can declare, that watch for $30,000, you can declare that. And then if it becomes a claim, one of the first things that the carriers will look at is how is it packaged. And even if you can provide that, you bought it for $30,000 and you have sufficient proof of value, if it was not packaged properly, they'll still deny the claim for it because you did not protect it well enough.
Okay.
and the carriers have very, very, very specific rules, sometimes seemingly excessive, but they ship a lot of packages every day, 20 million a day for UPS. They kind of know what has to happen. And, for declared value coverage, there are also rules in place, like a $30,000 watch. You're not shipping ground. You're going to be paying for that space on an airplane to get it there in a day, to reduce handles, reduce exposure, limit the amount of opportunity for something to go wrong.
Right. And a signature requirement as well. That's a big one too. Like I talked about on a previous episode how a customer had $1,000 item that they put coverage on, but they did not put a signature requirement on it, and their claim was denied because of it.
Awesome. Well, this was a lot of useful information once again. That's a wrap for this week. Join us next week as we unpack how to pack the right way.
Just let us do it.